back for another NBA 2K Nets rebuild video. Remember last video we made three big trades? Well, smaller scale trades. It's not like the Kevin Durant trades of like last year. But we made 3 trades and to get future first round picks, to get future pick compensation. Not really any young players or anything like that, but we do have future pick compensation in those trades. So I'm very excited about that. But in this video, hopefully we can make a little play-in run. And let's look at the coaching matchup. Ben Simmons, I just left him as a small forward because the thing is, if we put him as a point guard, he goes down to a 76. So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna leave him as a small forward, but put him in as a point guard. Really, what I'm gonna do? Let me mess with a little bit more of the rotations. Now, Mikhail needs to be getting the most minutes out here. Derek will drop down to about 32. Cam Johnson will drop down to about 33. We'll give Mikhail about 35 and Nick about 35. And Ben Simmons will give about 33. So in this lineup, we have 3 really good defenders. One a decent defender and then a rookie. And we'll see how Derek Whitehead does, of course, this upcoming season defensively, if he does play. After that, let's give Cam Thomas is good at 25. DeLon Wright at 15. Let's give Noah Clowney about 16. And then we'll put him above DeLon Wright. After that, Lonnie Walker, Jalen Wilson's getting minutes. And sometime, if it looks like we're not going to be in the playoff run, more than likely what will happen is I'm just going to put in Day'Ron Sharpe. And then we're just going to see all that we got with all our young guys. But right now, I'm going to run it this way. I'm going to see if we can make a play-in run. Let's go ahead and look at the calendar. Not calendar, but standings and see where we're at. So in the Eastern Conference, we're looking at, what is that? That is 7th seed. 7th, so the Knicks are the 8th seed, Detroit's the 9th seed, Pacers are the 10th seed. So which means, it's really bad. It's like you really got top-heavy teams. And because of that, there's a lot of bad teams down below. Honestly, it looks like the play-in is going to be very easy for the Nets to make. Alright, so let's go ahead and simulate through this Hornets game. So for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll see how some players did, how some young guys did. So we're going to leave the rotation as is. We're not going to put in Darius Bazley. Lose to the Bulls, which is not good because, oh no, that's even worse. Well, I guess we're going to find out how Day'Ron Sharpe does for this next 1-2 weeks. Because we're not going to have Nick Claxton. So we're just going to have Jock Vaughn take care of that. You know, let's stop this and let's actually look at the contract extensions. Could we give anybody a contract? He's only expecting $23 million. I do like that, but I'm not going to give him a contract extension right now. We'll go ahead and move forward with that. So we're on a 3-game losing streak now. I don't like that. DeLon Wright is starting. Again, I don't want DeLon Wright starting. I would rather have Ben Simmons starting. So let me actually take all the minutes away from DeLon Wright and give them to Ben Simmons. And Cam Thomas needs to stay as the 6th man. Noah Clowney is fine right there. Lonnie Walker. Jalen Wilson is now out of the rotation. Let me see if there's a reason why. Not really. It looks like he's been getting better. Honestly, I'm still going to do him over Darius Bazley right now. Again, it's just all about the young guys right now. But I will take out Lonnie Walker, and I will give those minutes to Darius Bazley. Yeah, I'll definitely give those minutes to Darius Bazley. Again, it's still a lot of wings, and more so Ben Simmons is more so counted as a point guard right now. So I'm not too worried about how the minutes are looking, because there's 3 reds, an orange, and a yellow, and there's none of them green. It's all like all over the place. But again, it's just that Ben Simmons is saying that he's a small forward, but he's really a point guard for our team. It looks like our offense has been really bad the last few games. Our defense, you know, against the Hawks wasn't great, and against the Bucks wasn't great. Against the Bulls, not too bad, but our offense has been very bad. So it's not been looking too good, but hey, there's a win against the Knicks. That's a win that we definitely needed. A team that we are fighting to try to make the play-in against. We're looking at Cam Johnson had a really good game. Ben Simmons, that's a Ben Simmons game right there. Mikal Bridges, 18 points off of 19 shots, not too good. But hey, look at this. Jalen Wilson, 12.6 for 7 field game. I really do like that. 12 points for 10 minutes. That's really good. 10 boards for Derek Whitehead. 9 points and 11 shots. That's not good, but 10 points for Derek Whitehead is really nice. Okay. All right. Noah Clowney had 13 points off of 8 shots. That's again, it's just forward momentum. Let's just keep this train rolling. All right. So it looks like we won 2 in a row. So let's go ahead and have the computer adjust it, but we're going to look at what the computer does. So we beat Boston, and we beat the Hornets. So now we've gone on a 3-game winning streak. It looks like Jaylen Brown had a game, and Jason Tatum, of course, they had themselves a game. But what happened with the Nets? Just a whole bunch of even. That's something that the Nets need. Dariq Whitehead with 23 points, but off of 19 shots. But that's something the Nets need to do. The Nets are the type of team that needs to make sure that they are a unit. Like, they are... There's not really going to be one guy that gets 30, another guy that gets 28, or one guy that gets 40, and another guy that gets 35. It's going to be a team that, is one day might be like a 22, 20, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, points type of a day. This isn't a team that one person is just going to go ahead and just, I'm going to do the whole load. Mikal Bridges is going to be the closest one to that this season, where he's going to be the closest to 30 points per game, where he might average about 28, 27 points per game. But Mikal Bridges probably still going to be the type of guy that does that on here's 35 points per game consistently type of basis. He's going to be the type of guy that wants to get his teammates involved. He even said it on Podcast P. So this is the type of team that just needs everybody to sort of play their role, play tough, make transition baskets, and if they do that, it'll be a successful season. It'll be a very successful season. Let's go ahead and simulate against the Rockets. That was a blowout right there. So against the Rockets, they have Jabari Smith Jr. with 28 and 13. Really good game for Jabari Smith Jr. You have Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore down there, not doing too much. Let me see if our rookies outmatch their rookies. Dariq Whitehead by himself outmatched their rookies. So not too bad. And it's looking like our rookies are starting to come around. It looks like Jalen Wilson, of course, got taken out, but I'm going to go ahead and put Jalen Wilson back in, and I'm going to put him in for Lonnie Walker, just because I don't want to mess with it. I put the young guys in, and the Nets actually start winning. It's improvement. It looks like Nick Claxton is still hurt, but he's willing to play, and for this play-in rush, I really do want him to keep playing. We have a back-to-back right here. Minnesota is under 500, and of course the Bucks, we know it's over 500. And then we have the Nuggets, which is a good team. Thunder's a really good team. The Kings are about 500, and then of course the Nuggets. So it's going to be a tough 2 weeks here. Let's go ahead and find out how we do in these next 2 weeks. So far 1-1, not the way I was expecting. Leave rotation as is because he was already playing. Okay. Oh, you know what? Beat the Nuggets twice. So beat the defending champions twice. Beat the Bucks. Beat the Kings. But then lost to the Timberwolves and Thunder. Hey, man. We're really, really making a push right now. So let's look at the playoff picture. Yeah, so the Nets 7th. 5 games behind Miami with 11 games to go. Not going to catch up to Miami. So let's see if the Nets... Alright. It looks like we're 7th seed locked in. Alright, let's go ahead and simulate these next 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Day to day. Let's... See, with these type of things in real life, with Dariq Whitehead, you are going to want to take your time with him because he does have that foot issue. So let's go ahead and let Jock Vaughn take care of that. Let me see what Jock Vaughn wants to do. So we'll do this. We'll let Ben Simmons start as actual small forward. It looks like Ben Simmons has been starting to come up, so he's actually getting the most minutes on the team. I do appreciate that. They still want Dariq Whitehead, actually, but as the 6th man. So he'll get less minutes. You know what? I like that. Once again, taking Lonnie Walker out for Jalen Wilson because Jalen Wilson has been killing it of late. If you look at the per 36, you're talking about 15 and a half, 10 and a half, off of 450, 393, and 833. Come on, you can't beat that. As long as Jalen Wilson can get better, as long as he can stay a rotational player, I'm really good there. So let's go ahead and simulate for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully there's no major injuries that come up. So back-to-back, three losses in a row. That's not great. He's fully healed, so let's have the rotations fixed. But then again, sorry, go back in there and do that. All right. And let's just finish the season off. With a win. L, win, and win! 42-40. 42-40. Who would have ever thought, after starting 12-21 on the season, that the Nets would finish 42-40? After trading Spencer Dinwiddie, after trading Royce O'Neal, after trading DFS, the Nets are 42-40. All right, so Grady Dick somehow won Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul, Sixth Man of the Year. Makes sense. Giannis Antetokounmpo with Defensive Player of the Year. Alperen Sengun with the Most Improved. And Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. So first teams, we're looking at Trey, Luka, LeBron, Giannis, and Nikola. Then second teams is Ja, James Harden, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and Joel Embiid. Third teams is Shea, Darius Garland, Kevin Durant, Evan Mobley, and Anthony Davis. All defensive teams, we're looking at Mikal Bridges. Nice. And no other Nets on all defensive team. Okay. Then all rookie first team, and that's it. No Nets on there either. All right, it's cool. So it looks like 7th seed was the Nets. Let's look at the final standings. So the Nets finished a whole 6 games behind Miami. So Miami did stay tough, and they, even though the Nets started winning a bit, they still stayed behind Miami, and that is a-okay because they finished 28-13 at home and 14. Okay, so the Nets basically were defending Barclays Center. Let's look at this. They were better than Miami, Philadelphia, and Cleveland on their own home. And they weren't better than those 3 teams up there. So that's pretty good right there. I am pretty impressed. But in this case, they should be Road Warriors, but it doesn't look like this team's going to be Road Warriors. So the one thing I'm going to do before this play-in game, I'm going to drop it down to a 9-man rotation. Let's see what Jock Vaughn wants to do with this 9-man. So he has Lonnie Walker. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's best that we keep Jalen Wilson in. Even though we know that Lonnie Walker would probably be best for the playoff run. And you know what? If they make it through and I find out Jalen Wilson is struggling, I'll just take Jalen Wilson out. So let's go ahead and simulate this game with Simcast. Let's see if they can beat the New York rivals. Let's see if they can beat the New York rivals. So it starts off, the Nets are in the lead. Nope, then the Knicks take over in the beginning of the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be a very close game. At the beginning of the third, the Nets were up by like 7. Very back and forth right now. Let's go ahead and skip through a little bit longer. Oh, 93-93. It's a very close game. Very, very, very close game. Let's see who's going to come up at the end. Oh, man, with 1 minute 16 to go, the Nets are up by 1. Wow. Wow. You know what? Let's jump in. Did have a really good game. Of course they put DeLon Wright back in there. You know what? We're just going to leave it as is. DeLon Wright trying to shake and bake Jalen Brunson. Doesn't do it. I don't know why. That's why I wanted to put Mikal Bridges in there, because I don't know why DeLon Wright thinks that he can just do everything. All right, covered Julius Randle. He is tired. It's not too bad. Jalen Brunson, probably the actual best player on the team, but not in 2K terms. Get up on Quentin Grimes. What y'all doing? Oh, my God. Y'all just let R.J. Barrett sauce you like that. Come on, y'all. Y'all just let R.J. Barrett sauce you like that. Okay. Come on, Coach Vaughn. Make a smart decision. You don't have Ben Simmons right now, but you can put in Mikal Bridges. Get crafty. Get creative. You know that's what you need to do with this team. DeLon Wright does not need the ball in his hand right now. And let me guess. Yep. I swear, if he takes it in, you give it to Derek. He just chucks a 3? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not liking what I'm... Yeah. Oh, man. All right, so it looks like the Nets are going to end up going to play another game. So going against Detroit. So Detroit, of course, has Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Bojan Bogdanovic, Marvin Bagley, and James Wiseman. Hold on, fixing my rotation. Not doing this anymore. So Ben Simmons gets there. DeLon Wright, you go there. I'm still having Cam Thomas do that. Yeah. Oh, God. No. Not Dariq Whitehead getting 41 minutes. No. Ben Simmons getting 36. Yeah, Ben Simmons getting 36. Cam Thomas getting about 26. No, Ben Simmons getting 39. Yeah, Ben Simmons getting 39. Noah Clowney will drop to about 10. Jalen Wilson can have about 8. DeLon Wright, after what I saw, can have about that. Cam Thomas, we'll give Cam Thomas about 24. Cam Johnson needs to go up to about 35. Dariq can go up to about 30. Ben Simmons, 40. 41, and Cam Johnson 36. Man, we need to get Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Nick Claxton. They need to play a lot of minutes against Detroit. Come on, y'all. I know we can do this. I know we can make the playoffs. You gotta beat Detroit. You gotta beat Detroit. Well, I guess there's no reason to jump into this game, huh? I guess the next season is done. Well, I guess on that very, very terrible disappointment, I guess it's time to go to the off season. All right, so here we are in the off season. We're not going to do this whole off season. The off season will really be for next video. Let's go to the draft lottery here and let's see what the Nets have. Nothing. Thought so. The Rockets have the Nets 13th pick, which is unfortunate. That was disappointing. We have everybody here except for a CFO. I guess we'll do this as well. I don't know. This doesn't really matter. We're not going to fire Jock Vaughn just for that. We're going to leave Jock Vaughn around. We're going to leave all these players around. Realistically, actually, I'm going to fire Robert Bean. And I'm going to hire Powell. Come on, Justin Powell. Come on to the team. We have a young team. We need a good trainer. We need a good trainer. All right, we're going to leave it off right here at the NBA draft. We don't have any picks this year, but hey, with the picks that we're looking at for next year, and not in 2025, but in 2026, we got 4 picks in 2026. 2027, we have 2 picks, and I still need to trade for 2028 from the Mavericks and the Suns, and that will be the picks that we have left in 2028. But 2026, 2024, and 2026 are looking at like really good years. More so 2026 when we have 2 years or 4 picks. But there's a possibility that we trade some of these picks, maybe to get a pick this year, maybe enter in the first round this year. It's a possibility. I love off-season stuff. Hopefully this is where I can really shape the Nets into a team, really get a point guard to fit around, to have Ben Simmons maybe play. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. I do like Dariq Whitehead, but is Dariq Whitehead maybe going to be a 6th man, and we find that Ben Simmons is actually a small forward, and we find a point guard? That's probably a possibility that we do. That is probably a possibility that we do. But anyway, y'all, until next video, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.